Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, we've been gone a minute, so we back, y'all. We back.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been going for a minute. A whole week, right?
Yeah.
6 weeks. First video in 6 days. I said 6 weeks. Jeez. 6 days. Hey, I'm thinking about report cards from school.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget, yes, we do have a Patreon, so you probably want to consider joining in 2023, because this Friday we're going to have our first Christmas party over there, okay?
Now,
so, yeah.
When?
Friday. I did tell you. I just didn't tell you when it was.
We gotta dress up, go to Christmas party.
We having our PJs and stuff like that. We're going to play some games and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a good thing.
I know that.
So anyway, yeah, so we have a Patreon. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I guess this was the finale. It didn't go off like it was the finale, honey. It went off like to be continued.
Yo, Carlos King and his budget cuts, boy. I swear, boy, them budget cuts ain't no joke, man. How are you gonna have a finale and don't say season finale? You just gonna end it like The Sopranos. You don't remember that, right?
Right.
When they closed the door and he went to black and you don't know what happened.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's The Sopranos. Yeah, come on, man.
And then how you gonna have the reunion on New Year's Eve?
Hey, man, people gonna be out there getting lit on New Year's Eve.
Anyway, honey. I was like, okay, this right here is just a little kooky. So you trying to segue and go into, like you said, DC.
Yeah, you don't want to miss. You don't want no gaps in between the shows, which I understand. But come on, this is a holiday weekends, man. Yeah, people gonna be out there getting crunk. Ain't nobody gonna be starting with Milton on no New Year's Eve. Ain't nobody gonna be starting with Martell and Kiki saying on no New Year's Eve. Everybody gonna be out there getting juiced up for the New Year's.
But we won't be. But anyway,
so let's football.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but anyway. So it's called The Cold and the Beautiful. So Mel is getting her private massage. And let me say this ain't got nothing to do with the show per se, but I recommend that everybody get a massage at least monthly or quarterly or something like that. It does wonders for your body and your mind.
It does. Yes, I need to be more proactive in that myself, because the times I do get massages, it really does help you. So I agree.
It helps your mind, body, and soul, the whole nine. Not just loosen up your muscles. It really does a lot to your health as well.
I'm talking about a real massage. I'm talking about going to a real massage therapist, not one of them in the back alleys type. You know what I'm saying? They're a real one.
All right.
So you're saying you got something like that out there.
Yeah. So anyway, so Stormy stopped by, and so while Mel, well, first of all, she asked the man, honey, with them greasy hands to open that door for Stormy. Oh, I forgot she was coming by, Mister. I know you just do massages, but right now can't be the butler and open the door, honey, with your greasy hands and stuff. So anyway, so the masseuse let Stormy in.
Yeah, that grease on the door handle,
slide and stuff
can't lock the door now. And you got all kind of criminals coming in because she don't like it.
So Stormy sit down and they talk about, okay, they had a good time in Florida and so forth. But Mel said, but after Florida, child, honey, that's when the floodgates of messiness opened up and it just went left, honey. Now they're kumbaya. We're going to be in a good place. It's going to be peaceful. I want my peace. You have your peace. We co-parent. This going to be great. We can do trips like this all the time. And then Martell had messed it up.
What did he do?
Messed it up.
He went back and told, which I think, I don't have no problem with him going back to his little boy's mother about the situation Mel had because the kids been around Mel and the kids been around the little boy.
And there ain't no HIPAA laws.
There's no HIPAA laws been violated or broke. So ain't nobody, all that was a little too much for me. But I don't think that's what she was mad about. Like you said, she was mad because Martell accidentally called her the little boy's mom's name.
Ariane, we'll call her Ariane.
Oh, we want to say her name?
Why can't we?
I don't know. I thought it was like Candyman. She said name 3 times. She called.
Daddy, you did.
I didn't know, man. That's why I never spoke her name. I call her Ariane, aka Candyman.
Ariane. So so Mel called Martell to check him. She say about something. And in the conversation, you talking and just basically saying, you so messy, Ariane. And she was like, that's not who this is. This is me and stuff like that. So I think that she really took offense to that.
Which I don't blame them, man.
I don't blame her either now.
Man, I wish a woman would call me another man's name. Y'all want to see hell to pay? Call me another man's name. He's supposed to be talking to me. He's supposed to be my one. Well, then again, they want together, so.
Still, I think it's rude.
It's very rude, man.
And not only that, the woman that was in your marriage a lot of times, and then you had a baby with her, so you need to just say, hey, girl. If you can't get your names together, just say, hey.
Yeah, you say, hey, boo,
no, you can't say boo.
Candyman, say Candyman 3 times. Or don't say Ariane name 3 times in the window in the mirror. She gonna come get you. Ariane.
So she was, so she was like slighted by that. Not only that, Ariane went on social media, and I remember seeing a post. Not that I follow her, but it gets shared a lot. Seeing a post where Ariane said that you got CV. Y'all know what that is, and also that he called me. He called you my name. So that gives her more ammunition, more clout, more to, continue to taunt Mel on social media and, stuff like that. So,
but I go back to, Ariane, she said she don't want her name brought up in this, on this show. She don't want nothing to do with this show. So if you don't want nothing to do with this show, your name brought up, why go on social media to taunt Mel? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let it slide. Let it just fade off into the shadows, man. You be cool, Mel be cool. Y'all just let it go. But for you to turn it, so now you thrusting yourself back into the conversation.
No, she want to be a part of the throuple. So
what?
The throuple.
What's that?
Man, the three of them. The throuple.
That's another word.
Yeah. So and then the fact too that Mel feels. That Martell didn't have to go back and tell this woman that, I accidentally, and I agree, child.
Yeah, Martell.
Like, don't flame the fires. There's bad blood between the two.
Well, let me say this. This is the immaturity of Martell here, Sean. Okay, he'll show a little growth, then he'll go back. It's animosity between the two women. Don't go back and run back and tell, oh, good. I told her, I called her, no, don't do that, man. Now she's going to take that and use it against Mel. Now Mel going to get too much.
It's way too much.
You know what I'm saying? You try to move on to bigger and better things, man. Stop playing this little high school games.
I agree. Stormy said, okay, well, what's up with, he dating Sheree and stuff like that. How you feel about that? She said, well, like I said on my interviews, TMZ, blah, 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 blah. They asked me, how I felt. And she was like, that ain't the first time Martell had another woman, honey, but they was married then. But and it's the first time he been with another woman and stuff like that. So it don't bother me.
Well,
I'm trying to see why they even asked her.
Production, of course.
I'm talking about like the Shade Room, whoever the interviewed. Like, why they even ask her? What does got to do with her?
They want to get a reaction out of her.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll tell you one thing. She didn't go off on Sheree like that. And she had no reason to go off on Sheree because Martell's a single man, like she's a single woman. So he's moving on and she's moving on. So she has no issue, or she shouldn't have no issues with Sheree.
Yeah.
And plus, if she did, I don't think she would attack Sheree like she did Ariana.
Right.
Because she don't want that energy from Sheree, because that's big girl energy.
Well, the Sheree wasn't in their marriage like Ariana.
Right,
so
that's true,
the dynamic is different. Also, too, Stormy asked, you having this event you going. So Mel was like, I don't think I'm going because, right now I don't have time for that. She's going back, rewind. I want to protect my peace and stuff like that and set my boundaries. And so I ain't in that mess and all that stuff.
That's your fault, Mel. That's your fault because you had your boundaries set. You had your peace set. You are the one to decide to invite him down there to the vacation. You're the one to decide. So you know what? Let's try. You can co-parent. You don't have to go on vacation to co-parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can co-parent with boundaries.
Right.
And I think what her mistake was, she allowed Martell to come back into a space. Now, boom! What happens when he did? Now you get into an area.
Well, I don't think them going down there had anything to do what went forward after that.
I think it did because what happened was he got too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He went down there to the vacation spot, thought, okay, I'm back in. You got a little too comfortable, and boom, 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 things transpired after the vacation. Then he ended up calling her Ariana.
And let's go back, honey. So you had got the CV after the vacation. Is that because you was in that nice little swimsuit and you decided to stay while everybody whisking away, honey?
Yeah.
Who you had in your spear after they had left?
That's a CV? Very good question because she's the only one parent that caught it, and she stayed behind.
Well, she had wit though.
Well, who she was with though?
Anyway, let's move on. So Martell is at his venue and Kim is conducting or coordinated the event and stuff like that. He said, what's her name? Melanie. She did the one in Atlanta, and this lady Kim, she's doing the one in Huntsville because he know about these Huntsville streets. So he said he learned his lesson from last time, honey, with Uncle Sam, honey. He will not cross him. He will put him up there next to them. He will say Uncle Sam, my mama, my grandma, my granddad, my brother, my sibling. He will say everybody's name because he done learned his lesson because he said Uncle Sam is not finna, not finna have that no more.
Gonna be on that poster saying Uncle Sam wants you.
That's right.
Because Uncle Sam do not play.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You see that chisel jaw Uncle Sam guy? You can tell he probably looked like he was ex-military.
That what? Chisel jaw?
He got a chisel jaw.
Really?
Yeah, you look at his face like he's like his face is cut up. But no, Martell don't want us.
Like he'll bite you?
No, I'm just saying like he was just
chisel jaw.
Some people with chisel jaws, they like they tough looking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I don't think Martell wants that smoke from Uncle Sam.
Well,
so
when they was whipping the mic, you don't want to do this, Uncle. You don't want to do. You know who I am.
Yeah, that's why he whispered that because he didn't want Uncle Sam to make him look bad. Uncle Sam actually did still turn around and make him look bad.
Yeah, he did. You don't know me. It's my mama. So anyway, Chris and Destiny show up, and Destiny, talking about Marcel new boo and stuff like that. He was like, listen, I don't want to talk about that, and stuff like that. She was like, well, that's what's in the streets and stuff. So we just want to talk about it. So and he said, well, how you feel about Melanie going on, social medias and different outlets talking about you? And she played a video of him saying that, well, Martell didn't have women in the marriage, so this right here ain't nothing new, although they're not married. This ain't nothing new and stuff like that. And Martell was like, she don't need to be speaking on me. She don't need to be speaking on me and the stuff that I did and stuff. Let's talk about it. He flipped that, honey. Let's talk about her and all them people that's watching our children. I was like, that's all you got, bro. I mean, I get it. But
it's not all you got, but that's to me a very important part.
That's a very important part, but that was not even a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
But he had to deflect.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to switch it because of what she said, and he felt like she shouldn't be saying that. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, baby.
No, and all he was doing was deflecting. But let's keep it real. I do agree with him. I don't like I wouldn't want a lot of people watching my kids that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So he has a valid point with that. And also, I think Destiny asked him, why did you tell Mel about your new boo and he said something about that's not her business. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Martell was wrong on that because if you taking y'all kids around this woman, it is some a male business to know. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to know the kids around and the guys around your kids.
Damn.
Male should know about the women around the same y'all same kids.
Bam.
So yeah, it go both ways, bro. It go both ways.
Yeah.
And,
she needs to know.
Yeah, I think Martell been a little selfish on that part.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was mad at what Mel said. You know, people came to her. You know, she could have declined the interviews, but she didn't, and she said some stuff or whatever.
Well, let's keep it real. You know, she had to get out there and say what she had to say. You know, for the show. For the show basically. But the point is, Martell was being selfish. It go both ways. You know, and you so adamant about knowing people around your kids, you need to extend the same grace to Mel to let her know the women around her kids also. Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Great point, babe. But he said, you know, Mel saying all that stuff, you know, he been in counseling for like over a year, so you know, she don't know, you know, the stuff that he been going through or kind of improving himself.
That's good. He's going through counseling and all that.
So let's move on to Marceau and Letitia are having a conversation, and they getting ready for Marcel event. So, you know, Tisha trying to find out what she gonna wear and stuff. And so she was asking Marcel, like, what's your expectations for this event? So he's like, probably pretty much the same old, honey. Guys gonna be over there, the girls gonna be over there fussing and arguing and stuff like that.
I really think this show has a formula.
What is it?
The guys chill out and the girls be messy.
But that's a lot of formula. Look at Married to Medicine.
I'm just saying, reality in a whole. You know, so the guys are chill, and the women, you know, they keep up the mess. And like Marcel said, you know what's gonna happen? Guys gonna get together, chill out. Y'all gonna get together. Y'all gonna start off good at first, and somebody gonna say something out the way. Then bam, here we go again. Y'all arguing.
Yeah, right. And pretty much what it is, unresolved issues with the ladies and stuff. So, but Tisha was like, well, no. Everybody pretty much in a good space. Stormy and Destiny kind of worked out their stuff, so they in a good place. And you know, she was like, me and Mel court. So, you know, it didn't seem like, according to Tisha, it should be no issues and stuff like that.
Oh, she forgot one person though.
Well, what, Mel?
No, she forgot one person.
Tiffany.
Yeah. Why you call me that?
I didn't call
Why are you calling me? See, you getting a little too comfortable, man.
I wasn't calling you that.
Okay.
I wasn't calling you that. I was just saying, I'm talking in a sense as if I'm talking to Tiffany. Okay. I'm like, girl. You know? All right. But sometimes women do get comfortable with they man and they'll be like, girl. Okay. But I'm so used to calling Tiffany that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In my head, when you said that, I'm like,
okay, all right, I let you slide this time.
No, you did bang your hand on the table.
He called me that.
That's just like the saying that these the sons be calling their mama bra. Like, you know.
I don't call my mom bra.
I know. You ain't in that age group. You know what I'm saying? That age group, like the younger kids.
What boy call his son bra? Or their mom bra?
I got two.
They call you bra?
Sometimes, yeah. I say something, they be like, bruh. I was like, listen, I ain't your bruh.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so that's the age group. They'll call that girl, bro. They call that, so it's just that lingo and stuff
ain't
like
no
that.
lingo. Sometimes that's to me, you get your sexuality confused that way, man. Hey, bro, you lay on your girl. What's up, bro? Come on, now you sound
right.
Don't
say what's up, bruh. It's more of like if you doing something, like stop, you know.
No. Call a woman a woman.
Right,
call a man a man.
I agree.
Online.
So anyway, so now that we got that clear, so
they had that.
So they said that they will. They did say that they're gonna carry, you know, Inez into in black. You know, a lot of people asked about that and stuff, and they was like, you know, we carry champagne. This is wine. They two different things. So yes, why wouldn't we? You know, they don't even compare. So I wouldn't mind tasting that Inez and stuff. I done tasted blacks. So, you know.
I'd be scared to taste Inez. Obviously, if it don't taste good, Uncle Sam might say,
would you spit that out? He can't come out of nowhere. Would you spit that out for, boy? Better drink all of it.
He's so scared to tell. Oh, outside, I don't want no more. Uncle Sam, you better drink all that. Uncle Sam. So
anyway, y'all know we just having fun, honey. It's been a minute. So Marceau said that he did see that Mel was on, different outlets and, saying her part about the situation and stuff. And he was like, a valid point, I must agree. He was like, she basically saying she unbothered. But a lot of times when people say they unbothered, they straight up bothered, because you don't have to tell nobody that you unbothered. Because if you unbothered, you got to say nothing. Bam, I've been said that, honey.
Yeah.
I don't have to post no unbothered, because me not posting is showing you I'm unbothered about a situation.
But if you post unbothered,
you're
that
bothered.
means you're bothered because you're thinking about the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because you're saying I'm unbothered means that you are bothered, so you don't have to have a conversation or even speak on something that you're not concerned about.
I'll be in some forums on social media, like sports forums, like football, and I say something, the guy disagrees with me, he'll go off. I don't reply back because I'm not bothered about it. But now, if somebody say something, I say, man, forget you, man, something like that. I'm bothered because I gave him my energy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. And that's so true.
Right.
And a non-response in certain situations is worse than a response, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know some of y'all say, y'all respond to us in the comment. I do it because I ain't got nothing else to do. That's the reason why I do it.
Is you bothered, baby?
I don't be bothered. It's just funny. I like to bother them. You know what I'm saying? I like to troll. Yeah. I like to troll. And it's fun to me, especially when it comes with the millimeters, man, because they come on all kinds.
But I got my millimeter gear.
Oh, that's right. Pew pew.
We're going to block.
So, yeah.
So, but yeah, Tisha also said, well, Mel don't always show her true feelings and stuff like that. So Marceau, and that's when he said that, about the unbothered. But he also said, another thing too is that, Martell with Sheree is leveling up, and, and it's a little different dynamic. Now, when he was saying that, he wasn't saying, I took it as, he wasn't saying that Martell leveled up from Mel. No, leveled up from Arion.
Right.
Because Arion, from when he was with Arion, that was a step down from Mel.
Right. So Mel got the option when she could punch down on Arion, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's a step down.
Right.
But with Sheree, it's leveling up. It's kind of hard to punch up sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you punch up, that person you punch it up to might decide to want to punch back down on you, and you don't want that smoke.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, let's move on to Martell's event. It seems like everybody show up, but of course Mel don't. So the ladies are talking, and Destiny, Tisha, Storm, and Tiffany. Honey, don't forget about Tiffany.
She gonna make sure you don't forget about her.
Trying to figure out why she here. But anyway.
Well, we found out in a few minutes. So go ahead.
So Tiffany asking Destiny, okay, Mel, I talked to Mel, blah, blah, blah. She came up with yada, yada, yada. Mel, Mel told me that you guys are talk, had a conversation and stuff. So y'all cool, and Destiny said, well, basically that we cordial, you know what I'm saying? So we okay. So she said, oh, okay. So, at the peace party and stuff, I kind of noticed something between y'all. Was it fake or was it real? And she said, girl, the only thing that was fake was you talking to me, doing all that XX talking and stuff like that and getting on my nerves. So that was the only thing that was fake. So every time Tiffany have a conversation with Destiny's so turned off. Because I don't know if what it is, production tell her stuff to say, but she seemed like she always got something to say that she want to interject, probably trying to hold her place on the show.
That could be it, but the point is, when you had...
But you can leave, though. We don't care.
You got to read the room. Because everything, when Destiny walked up, everybody was laughing, getting along, the conversation was good, but Tiffany had to make it awkward to ask a question like that. And it just throws the whole vibe off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's good at. You got a good vibe, and you want to ruin it, invite Tiffany.
Invite her.
I'm telling you, if you just chilling at the lounge and you and your boys hanging out, and y'all got a good vibe going, if y'all want to run it, invite Tiffany.
Yep.
Because that's what she do.
That's what she do, Chad. Marceau is talking to Chris, and basically saying, Chris saying, I'm getting a lot of backlash from that situation and stuff like that, all that stuff going on. Marceau said, listen, I dragged that out on purpose, I ain't finna give the people what they want, but I'm saying, Marceau, give your wife what she needs. Get them people. If she has questions, you need to answer them. But yeah, so he was just basically saying, yeah, I troll people on purpose. And Chris said they had me in New York. I'm like, for real? Because I heard it that he was in New York. And Marceau, around the time Marceau was saying where he was, Chris was in New York. Chris said, because I posted a picture in January and it was from New York, and they assumed that I was in these social media, what they call FBI investigators, crime detectives, whatever they is on social media, they be trying to figure stuff out and be so wrong about a matter.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there too. But Marceau, that's one thing he's good at. He loves to troll. And the more y'all go after Marceau, the more he's gonna troll y'all.
Yep.
And that's what he does, man. And with the 20 women, he's not gonna give you a direct answer. His answer is gonna be vague, so he's gonna keep you guessing. And he's gonna leave it up to you guys to make y'all minds up of what he's doing and what he's not doing.
He learned the strategy of not allowing social media per se to get on his nerve, but he learned the strategy of kind of working with y'all so y'all can keep it going.
But the negative side of this, the negative side of this is this: it affects his wife. So if he can't give her if he gives her a vague answer, it keeps her in the dark.
Oh yeah.
So you got to kind of pick and choose, and figure out which way you're gonna go with this. But but he's good at trolling, but it hurts his wife in the long run though.
Yeah. Marceau also said, "Listen, why in the world would I say I'm with somebody and not with them? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that."
He's a troll king, man. He's a troll king.
No, he was saying to Chris, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm with somebody and not be with them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to really, be red flags. So...
Like I said, Marceau can do anything out there. People going to question it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to...
And they still look for his back right about now.
They still...
Is this the back? That's his back. Put it up. That's the back. That's it. Found him. Got him.
Hate to say it, kind of like mail back.
Anyway, let's move on to Martell said that it would be best if Sheree did not come because it would be too much distraction.
I agree.
People be focused on them dating and stuff like that or whatever. If they still together, child,
they're not together. They're not together. They're not
together. That he called you.
No, I can tell. I went through Sheree profile, then went through Martell profile. And I kind of came to the conclusion they're not together.
Maybe it was something just to get the social media talking. They went together because a lot of their photos, fake. It looked weird, awkward between the two. So maybe it was just for.
So plus I kind of just I can feel it in the air.
All right. So Martell gave his speech. He messed up the first time, but he started over, and he did good. This time he had a picture of his grandmother there, and he said the proper names.
Uncle Sam, the proud one.
That's right.
All right, you gotta say my name. Drink that wine.
I bite you.
All right, drink that wine. Drink that wine. Turn off the light. I said, turn it off.
So anyway, so Kimmy tells okay, so Kimmy evidently has not told. I don't know if she told Destin. Destin kind of seemed like she kind of knew, but maybe kind of revisited it again. But Kimmy was able to sit down and talk to Stormy and her husband Courtney, and it was Destiny and it was Maurice and Kimmy. And
it's Courtney from Miami.
Oh, he looked like it.
He looked like a Miami dude. He dressed like a Miami dude, man. With the shirt and loud colors and loud hair. I think he's probably from Florida somewhere.
So she was telling Stormy that she found the I think 1 or 2 lumps in her breast, and basically that she did have breast cancer. And Stormy came up and gave her a big hug and stuff, and she was just like, "I'm so sorry," But Kimmy said, I've been in a place where I've asked myself or asked God, why me? But she said, she feels that this is to help other people. And she said she got a helper, which is her husband right there along with her. So in the next scene, Jalen and Marceau were talking. And Marceau was just saying, Kim and Maurice, of course, they was a little late. He was like, well, you got to cut them some slack because of the stuff they've been through. They're going through a lot right now. So, at least they here. Hey, get them, Jalen. And he was like, yeah, you're right. So he said that, Marceau was asking him, so how you being and stuff? He was like, I'm just trying to process everything. It's kind of scary for me right now, I've never, he said, before my mom got married, just her and I've never seen my mom cry before. And to see her cry the first time at the wedding, and of course, I think it's the second time filming this show, he said it hurt to see my mama cry and to see her go through this. You know, I want to be there for her. You know, sometimes I call Maurice. Sometimes my mom in a good place, but sometimes I call Maurice and Kim and his mom, and they don't answer the phone. And, you know, go ahead, babe.
Well, you know, to see your mom cry for the first time and see your mom, cause let's back up. Jalen is probably so used to seeing his mom being this strong woman. Okay, now all of a sudden it's like, okay, you can see the weakness. She's frail, she's sick, and you know, yeah, he's he's probably scared. He's probably hurt, and yeah, it's a tough position to be in, and you know, and Jaden seems like the type of guy, you know, he don't show his emotions like that, so he keep everything inside, which can be good, but sometimes you gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold that stuff in. You need to talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. If you gotta cry, cry. Let it out. Go to a bedroom. Cry by yourself. And yeah, I understand. You know, see your mom go through this, man. It can be heartbreaking. But Kim and being Kim, and she's real strong. And I think Maurice, you know, she has a good husband by her side. You know, and I think he's gonna rock with her to the end. And so yeah, I think everything's gonna. Me personally, I think everything's gonna turn out fine.
Yep. Let's see. So yeah, and that's basically the advice that Marceau kind of gave to Jalen. So let's see. So here go where the foolishness starts. We was all in a decent place. Everybody just doing good. This is when Carlos could have said finale, bam, boom, that's it. When it was Mel singing her thing, when that was the finale, bam, boom, that was it. We didn't get no more. Basically, here they go with the more foolishness.
You could have ended it on a high point.
Oh yeah.
You could have ended on the high point with the NS, right, NS.
NS, I think, yeah.
Gotta make sure because I don't want Uncle Sam to cut me out.
He be in the window. That ain't my mama name.
So yeah, they could have ended it right there on that high point. But no, let's get to the gutter one more again. Let's go to the gutter one more again. And they went to the gutter. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Go to the gutter. Let me put my hazmat suit on. Let's go.
Go in the gutter.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So anyway, so Martell come to Mayor's house and knock on the window. He said, not the window, but the door. But he said, unfortunately, you know, Mel didn't come to his event, you know, stuff like that. But there's a lot that has happened, especially when they got back from Florida. And so he coming over there to talk to her about his grades. I guess he just needed a moment with production because whatever it sounded like, he could have said that over the phone. So anyway, so she answered the door. Hey, Martell. I always have to do that voice. I'm probably missing a little bit. But anyway, so she said, okay, you came to get the whatever the kids, you know, the bag and stuff like that. He said, I ain't come to get that. I came to talk about the kids' grades and something else. So she's like, oh, okay. He was like, you ain't gonna let me in? It's like 100 degrees out here. You know, this Alabama weather. She was like, no. He was like, well, then that's disrespectful then. I ain't finna, don't do that. Don't be doing that. He gets upset and walk away. At that point, I would have let him walk away, honey.
Let's say this before you continue. If I was their neighbors, I would call the police. I would call Neighborhood Watch. I would call the Home Association and ask why the heck these people out here acting all crazy. Y'all bring the property value down, acting the way y'all act. Got cameras out here, have a white van. I'm thinking y'all trying to kidnap somebody out there. I don't know what's going on next door. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Y'all filming Love and Hip Hop. What addiction, honey? Because this is not that kind of neighborhood, Jack.
I ain't loving hip hop. This is love after lockup.
So Mel said that, you know, the bag, let's see. Oh yeah, that's what Martell said. I ain't come for no bag and stuff like that. So he said he want to talk about the kids. So Martell get upset and he leave, get in the car, honey. He at the bottom of the hill. Cause he left and came back. He at the bottom of the hill, she at the top on her porch and stuff like that. And they talking on the phone and da 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 and da da da. I'm not finna write all that foolishness down because they could. I mean, like production, y'all stop playing in our face. We don't want to keep seeing this.
Then that joker had the nerve to come back up the street blowing the horn.
Listen, after he hung up in that face, then go say, "Yeah, I hung up."
I said, man, if I was come home from work seeing all that in front of my house, man, I would be so pissed for it. I said, I didn't pay all this money for this house to deal with this.
I know that's
What's
right.
going on here, man?
Yep.
Come on.
So Martell drive back to Mel's house, and here go Mel. She come back for what reason? I don't know, honey. Did production say you got to do this, honey? We're gonna dock your pay or what?
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you watch real carefully or real closely, you saw a production guy, a woman, stand on the push with Mel.
Yeah, after I told you that's who that was.
Yeah,
You like, who is that?
I said, who that is?
Because they got the film. They got the film Mel right there close.
I said, who Mel got up there? That's who she's with in Destiny? I don't know.
That's who gave her the CV. So anyway, so Martell said that, let's see, why I couldn't come in the house and stuff like that. She was like, Martell, you ain't never been in my house. Well, when you came to my house, what I did, I invited you in and stuff like that. Show me the same courtesy. It's 100 degrees out here. She was like, Martell, you done never been in my house. And I would say that's not true because your mama invited him in that time.
But Mel didn't invite him.
No, she did.
Yeah.
And then she said when you came over here, you came through the back, you came sit up. So you ain't never been over on the inside and stuff like that. So he felt like he should have been on the inside of her house.
Martell, bro, come on,
bro, you done called this woman somebody else's name. What do you think you deserve to come in her house?
If anything, man, y'all could have sat there on the front porch. If you too hot, you could have sat there like you did later on in the show in your truck with the AC on while she's standing outside, and y'all could have talked. All of that want to come to a house, man, going inside. Come on, man.
So as they sitting there, because she's still holding that bag, baby, that bag had to get it, honey. Whatever it was the bag. So he said, listen, I just came over here to tell you about, the kids and stuff like that or whatever. And he was like, listen, I don't want you. You don't want me and stuff. So, we can both agree on that. And she was like, well, Martell, I got an issue with you when you up there giving folks my HIPAA records. No HIPAA records. But you up there telling people, that I had the CV and stuff. And Martell was like, I had to tell my child's mom that you had CV because I've been in close quarters with you. And I wanted to make sure that they didn't get it. So that was, and I agree. Hey, tell people, hey, I done been around somebody that got it. So I need to make sure that you don't get it. So, if you got to quarantine yourself, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah, that's basically the guilines.
Yeah,
too.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're supposed to do. So he did the right thing.
But it was the little girl, Arion, that went out on social media and weaponized the issue. That
man, people making this like it's some kind of negative. Ooh, she got the cooties. Come on, man. So what? Everybody gonna eventually get it.
And so anyway, people changing their tune now. So, and Mel said, I haven't dealt with this drama in a long time. I had my peace and stuff like that. So, I appreciate that. And she said, and the fact too that, this girl, you allowed this girl to disrespect me. She went on social media. And what I told you, saying that wasn't my name and stuff like that. You went and told this little girl, because that's what I'm gonna call her, a little girl. You went and told this little girl my business in that aspect. I think Mel was more upset of he called her the wrong name than the actual CV situation.
She's riding the coattail of the CV, but she's not really upset about it. Come on, CV's thing that's common sense. Right. You got to tell. She's more upset because he called her the wrong name, and he went back and told that person he called her the wrong name. She using it against her. Which I get it. You should be upset.
Yep. Yeah. And the reason we can't say it because the YouTube algorithm, there's certain words and they're going to put some up on this video and all that stuff, whatever. So anyway, so she was saying you done allowed this girl disrespect us disrespect me in the marriage, and now she still disrespecting me. And he was like, I don't have no control over that and stuff. She was like, yes, you do. Basically, you ain't have to tell her that. So anyway, then she said, and speaking of, you know what I'm saying, we both don't want each other. You were just saying up here over from my front porch that you.
She held on to that.
She did.
And when he said at the beginning,
she said, pin.
Yeah, I'm pinning that right there. She held on to that. I'm saying, okay, why she going back to that? She shouldn't let that bother her. She should be unbothered.
Well, but it was what? Pin?
Then she unpinned it. Go ahead.
And going back to that, you said that we don't want, you just up here saying that, Mel, you know you're my soulmate, man.
Hey, I'm like you. Yeah, I think he told her that.
Oh, yeah.
I think he told her that.
I
yeah.
believe him. Yeah, I believe that's what he do, honey, trying to get you back.
But, man.
And I'm saying, you up here supposed to be with Sheree. That what you and your baby mama got going on, don't know. But you still trying to get Mel back?
But the point is, man, you gotta let that go. You know, if he said that, you gotta say, you know, he is talking once again. But apparently, he hold on to that stuff. When he says stuff like that, you know he is talking outside his neck. And you roll on. You move on with your life, man. You know, don't let that what he says bother you and affect you. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, you keep bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? When
he do it.
Right, when he do it. So
I guess because he be trying to act like he ain't studying her. So she keep it in her back pocket. I would too, child. Put you on blast if Shannon. I get that you want to act like you so over me. Child, please, honey. I will put you on blast in front of everybody.
I think Martell want to make sure. You know how some guys, you know, they want to make sure they have that safety piece right there. And that's what Mel, he looks at Mel as a safety piece. But Mel's moved on. Yeah. And Martell should move on, which I thought he did.
And anyway, so he was like, man, you lie. I don't want you as many dudes. That ain't what he said. As many dudes that you been fooling with. And that's when she walked away.
In the conversation.
Bye, Martell. Bye. I'm done. See ya. Bye, Martell. And so
Martell says, see, I tell the truth. You want to walk away. See, you don't want to hear the truth. The truth will set you free.
And I'm saying, one, I think he think that she do fool with a lot of dudes. I don't know, but that's her prerogative because she's single.
She's single, right?
And two, you fooled with a lot of women. So let's call a thing a thing.
Well, but they both single. Though.
I ain't talking about when they were single. I believe he fooled with a lot when he was married.
Oh, no, anyway. He probably has.
So that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, girl, you ain't have to walk away on that. And she should have said, and what? And then, and what? What you got?
Matter of fact, I got a dude upstairs right now.
Right. He over here. I need for you to leave so he can come on over here then.
They go to, see, that's why you got the CB now.
Because that's like who you got from one of them dudes you fooling with. So, anyway.
Well, regardless of the point, they both single. They can do whatever they want to do on their own. That's just the way I look at it. You know, she want to date 100 guys, she's single. If he wants to date 100 women, he's single. Yeah. So, you know, hey, they two grown people that's single. So, you
can do what you want. Be careful with you doing what you want, with who you want, because you can bring up stuff that you don't want.
Okay, Fred Sanford.
Pew, 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 pew. They gonna say, oh, y'all want to buy this episode, honey. So I rock with you this episode. Now, y'all, some of y'all.
No. Yeah. Rock was it's like no. You can matter of fact take it off. Take it off. Yeah, there'll be no need for blocking melodies this week. Oh. But next week you're gonna use it because
next week ain't nothing coming on.
Well, the reunion, y'all gonna hate us.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna hate us. Because apparently Destiny got some tea she wants to spill.
Destiny, girl, what you got to say, honey? Check your DM, girl. Alright then, so alright y'all, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. As we said at the end of as we said at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
No, let's put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!